What a crazy day in America, to say the very least. On one front, it was a good thing. Like, I mean, Dems took full control, which is like insane. Like, insane. Like, if somebody would have told me, uh, like at the start of 2020, last year, you know what I'm saying, before the election and all that, that Trump was going to lose and the Senate would come down to a runoff in Georgia, where it would come down to a tie. Like it would need the Dems would need two of the of the senators being Democrats. You know what I'm saying? And they would have to win. And one of them was black and one of them was Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they won. You know what I'm saying? Like, from a historical standpoint, that alone is so huge in so many ways. It's a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but then we get to them certifying the votes and everything today, and then man, just people trying to rush the Capitol building. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see no people getting arrested. They kicked in the doors. They could have hurt so many people. There weren't any Capitol police. Like the ones that were, they were at like one entrance on the side, and when like there were reports from the inside that there was only like one cop on the inside. What's one cop gonna do with like thousands of people trying to rush that place? And they even had tried to request that the National Guard be there the night before, and they weren't there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that sketchy? Like what the heck's going on with that? That's crazy. And just imagine if they got in there and any of those senators or House representatives got injured or worse, like nobody has rushed the Capitol building since the British did it and burned it down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. That's insane. Like I don't think people realize like how well. I mean, people definitely realize, but man, I don't think this is gonna stop after just today. Like especially when Trump is still saying, "Oh no, it was stolen. It was still stolen." Even in the video to try to calm people down, he's like, "Well, it was stolen, but hey, y'all should probably go home. Just go home. But it was stolen. Don't forget. Don't forget." It's like, nah, dude. Like, ah, man, it's so crazy. And the stocks were at like all-time highs today, and then all that crazy stuff happened, and it crashed. And I mean, it still ended up positive, but it dropped hard right when all this craziness was going on. And that's what happens with the stock market. If there's any uncertainty, people pull their money because they get scared. They're like, I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Help me, please. And man, it's crazy. Like I have never seen anything like this in my life. But the craziest thing is like, man, imagine if this was the Black Lives Matter movement or something. Like I didn't see anybody on TV getting arrested. They like barely were like they let the people walk down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like that were inside the building. Like civilians aren't even allowed on those steps. They're not allowed in that area at all. Like it's one of the most heavily guarded places in the nation, and it took cops over 2 hours, over 2 hours to get there. And like, where was the National Guard? You're telling me it takes that long for like like arguably the most important place in the country. It took them 2 hours to get people there. Man, there was so much sketchy stuff going down with it, just in general. But it's like, man, I don't honestly don't even know. I just had to come on and just kind of get a little bit of it out, because I'm like, I don't. All this stuff is so crazy. But at the end of the day, like, we're all Americans. Like, I don't know what. Like, I mean, there's literally no evidence of voter fraud or anything like on a wide scale. Definitely not enough to reverse any election. So all this stuff is just, man, it's all just a show. But then the show gets out of control once you get people brainwashed to a point of thinking that this is all that they can do. You know what I mean? So man, I wish I could give some people a peace of mind or something about any of it, because like at the end of the day, like even with this show going on of people trying to object to our votes, what the people voted for. Man, it's so crazy. The people trying to object to our votes and try to overturn it that way when it's not going to happen. They know it's not going to happen. So it's just a show to try to like save face for if Trump tries to call them out or anything in the future. You know what I mean? So like they like at this point they need to really be looking out for our interests, which no side has really been doing for the most part. Obviously, Dems have been trying to get us money, and it's been blocked up by McConnell. And even McConnell knows that if it got to a vote, like some Republicans would have voted for those $2,000 checks. He knows it. He knows it. He just didn't even want it to be a thing. Now, thankfully, it will be a thing. But all this other sideshow stuff is just, man, it's just going to put so many people against each other in a very violent way, it seems. And man, that's only scary for everybody. For everybody. I'm a person of color. I got to worry about stuff in general. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, I ain't going nowhere like close to our Capitol. Like I live close to the Capitol building. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go down there anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like if you're having a hard time with any of this stuff that's going on or anything, or if you're feeling like super stressed out, meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It's literally like the best thing you could be doing. Like there's so many free apps that you can be using. Like just even if you don't use like a guided meditation on like one of the apps or anything, maybe like find a YouTube video where it's just like water sounds or like rain or just anything that's going to be like calming or something. Either lay down, sit up, whatever, just chill for a dang second. You know what I mean? Like everything will obviously work out in the end. Like this isn't going to be crazy forever. It might be for a while, but it ain't gonna be like this forever. Like no. But if anything, just try to find some stillness. Try to find something that's gonna like take your mind off of some things, like for a little bit, maybe for a lot of bit. Just do something fun, even if it's like playing video games or something, like just to chill. You know what I mean? But like when everything's all crazy like this, like don't feed into it. Like to a big level, I guess, of like I guess without at least some solid research, because it just seems like everybody goes off of what other people say these days. Like don't take anything that I'm saying for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like do some research on this whole thing, because like man, it's so crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Like I got it on right now, and I'm just like, man, look at all these people, and there's supposed to be a curfew. They ain't kicking nobody out. But if we all know damn well if it was Black Lives Matter or something, like because the curfew is at 6 o'clock, right? You know damn well if it was Black Lives Matter, like at 5:55 they'd be kicking people out. You know what I mean? They'd be gassing them, shooting them with rubber bullets, like bashing them with everything. You know what I mean? But nah, these people, they're just chilling. They're like, oh, curfew? What curfew? It's like what, been an hour and a half since their curfew. I'm just saying, man, there's just been so many double standards, and the hypocrisy is crazy. Like, oh man, there's so much. I could get into a lot of it, but I don't need to. I got rice cooking. I got food cooking. I'm going to get to that. And I'll be back with y'all tomorrow. Anyways, hang in there. Stay safe. Man, let me know what you think about all the stuff that's going on down below. And man, I've never seen anything like this in my life, and probably never will again. Like even Trump's speech earlier on this morning, he was cussing. He was unhinged, man. I've never seen any president, and probably never in my life will ever see another president be cussing and going in like he was, like with all these conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? Like it was a wild day. Two Dems take Georgia, a completely red state, not a purple state, not even like barely mixed, a red state. Two Democrats won Georgia. Know what I'm saying? That's crazy enough. And then our president goes unhinged, cussing, telling people to use and show force, and then they storm the Capitol with all the senators, all the House representatives inside, and then Trump's like, Well, it was a stolen election, but please go home. Please, can you please go home? Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy right now. Anyways, don't feed the zombies. Have a good one. Keep crushing your goals. At the end of the day, just man, be looking out for yourself. Be looking out for your family, your friends, everybody. Like, this is this is this is wild stuff going on right now. Like, hang in there, please. Like, please, please. Have a good one.